We have a long road to go. We have travelled this road before. History keeps repeating itself. Wars. Do people never learn that God's law is the only law, the natural law of this world? Teach people what they need to know, to live their life in accordance to God's laws and His way of life. His Son Jesus was a perfect example of showing love in action. We've come a long way in technology, but in some ways we've gone backwards in looking after people, helping others. The caring of this world seems to have gone. Everyone fighting each other, trying to better one another. What is wrong? Where is the love at the heart centre of all they do? We had it harder than you. You have so much time, but you do so little with this time. You have all these machines to do these things for you. So in one sense you become lazy, distracted by the material things of this world. The young people today have lost their way. The guidance is not there because their parents too are being misled, manipulated by the media, by the television, by all these different aspects of your world, to brainwashing into believing they need so much that they have to have the latest thing. This goes down to their children and so on. It needs to stop. There needs to be a greater understanding of what the world needs today, about coming together as one community, as one world. Leaders will be replaced, and eventually there will be leaders with wisdom to know the difference, bring an end to the wars. But in the meantime, do your bit, say your prayers, be the best you can on any given day. In a sense, we are weary of watching things being repeated over and over again. I'm frail. I walk with a stick now. But many people today would kick that stick from under someone and not blink an eyelid. There's no respect for the elderly, for what they've gone through, the sacrifices that have been made. It's only churches like this that send out the light, that can bring hope and salvation to the earth before it's too late. We hope you will heed this advice and do everything you can, when you can, and when you are able to. We do not ask you to do things that are out of your control, but even saying prayers makes a difference to the world. If everyone prayed for peace, then that could be our reality. It won't happen overnight, but one day, may God's world become one and live as one in peace and harmony. I think I've said enough now.
Very good ones.
It calls me very. I
Well,
weren't
in
sure.
all sense.
Sorry?
Symbolic in all sense.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. And at the end I felt like somewhere that touched my face. I felt something on my face.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the very end.
Maybe the fun.
No, I weren't the fan.
Spread your hair around. It was powerful energy. It was a powerful energy.
I've got an image of like an older man bent over,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like the road's been long travelled,
Yeah,
and that's the words that were. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, road well travelled is all of us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
You know, we've all been here backwards and forwards many, many times.
But I don't think he was from this country. I think
No, it wasn't.
no. Because it's like I get an image of like sand.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah.
well, as you mentioned Jesus, he'd probably be least.
Mm.
Who's next then? Oh, the enthusiasm today is amazing.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to turn down a bit? Sure?
What do you call it? I got told that.
Ones that suffer most. They are the ones that you must look out for. Or as my friend said before, we do not make time for those. We overlook those that are on their own, those that cannot have visitors, those that do not have family. They walk the path in solitude. Loneliness is one of the things, the saddest things that elderly people go through. Many look out their windows, see passers by, and they long for that comfort, that chat, that friendliness. So I implore that each and every one of you, look out for your neighbours. Look out for those people who do not have no room. Give them a smile, a hello. Ask them how they are doing. For that is the greatest thing that they can have from each and every one of you. Sad times are had by many. And what we must do is not just look after ourselves, expand that warmth and love to the community, throughout the community. The upcoming heat wave will be testing for many. Workmen building on properties, offer them drinks to cool them down, put a bowl out for their jobs. The animals at night time, they need water, maybe a little snack. But this is what we must do. Think of all the little things to send the love and the light to everyone. Every part of the universe needs that light. And when we spread the light and the love, mankind will succeed. And it has been mentioned many times before that that is all that is needed for this planet and for mankind. I leave those words with you. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. Speaking of this.
My words
energies are the same. And I do commend each and every one of you. And the work that you do. The healing that you do. The philosophy that you give. And the help that you are doing for this planet. And each of you chose a pathway that you are on. Each of you are meant to be here in this circle. There is much work for each of you to be doing. And by gaining the knowledge through connecting and communicating with your guides and your inspirers, will teach you many things that come in handy for the future. Some things will remain in your consciousness. You do not need to know what they are. When the time is right, you will know it has always been there in your consciousness. And those things will help mankind. They will help Mother Earth. And they will help the animals. Many of you work with high energies. And it is those higher energies that will help you understand what is needed for this earth to succeed. Each and every one of you push and radiate the white light, and you push it far. You heal the lands that have destruction and darkness. You lift that fog of darkness. And we see what you do. And we are very proud. And it is an honour, not just for myself, but for those that stand beside me, to be amongst all of you today. So continue to do the work that you are doing. Don't doubt your ability or capability, for you all are meant to be here. I send you blessings, love, strength, and warmth. And I leave those words with each and every one of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, I've only bit tired, that's.
That was a lot of energy there.
Oh,
The second one, definitely.
wow.
Water.
Yeah. Oh, that was different.
At first, I thought when you look at it, it's almost like it didn't do it like, you know, like transfiguration or like that. It wasn't quite, but it's almost when you looked at a certain angle, you could see a change.
Yeah.
And the second one, it's almost, I don't know whether it's you've got a score or that was a score,
Yeah.
but
What?
did
The
you?
squirrel. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
At the very
What's
beginning,
that?
it looked like all the features
Female.
were.
Female Native American.
Oh, a squaw.
Yeah, did you
Oh,
feel?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I've
I
left
don't
that
know
one
the
up, but it was
first
so
one. I
easy.
think the first one's possibly
That
Mercy.
was
Yeah,
different.
I
Yeah,
did.
just turn it down.
Very old
Yeah,
gentleman.
because you could just see as if like the features were gonna.
Mm.
That's
Do you know what I
definitely a
mean?
different energy, that second one.
Mm.
Yeah, well, I think that was a score.
Did say being before though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, because obviously, I know last time I said the energies, it feels different how I'm.
Yeah.
So it's, for me, it's actually changed how I'm actually going into trance now.
The thing is, going into trance, you get different
Yeah.
people come through each time. Different.
Yeah.
It's not, well, some have the same people come through all the time. Mine's always different.
Yeah.
Time just changes a lot. And you just get used to having the different
Yeah.
energies all the time.
She made me feel like I was, I don't know, I was really tall in my seat.
Yeah, because I think you would have been quite slim. Not,
Very-
I'm not saying
Yeah.
you're not, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I am
it's-
I'm quite short, but she made me feel like I
But
was
yeah,
quite
yeah.
you know,
tall,
Yeah.
like, and I was sat upright like that.
Mm.
yeah.
That's what
It's
I felt,
almost
that's what
like
I felt.
I don't know, like with the hair and that, the features were slimming, weren't they?
They were.
Mm.
Mm.
Lovely words.
Yeah.
Mm.
I felt she was like, I don't know, like calm. It was like,
It was very calming energy.
yeah.
Mm.
Compared to the first one, I can't even remember what it felt like
Mhm.
going into it.
You never do, you always remember the last one, don't you? With the
No.
energy changes.
Yeah. I did notice, like I said, I did notice, yeah, the sort of changes.
It'll be in a bike. You only remember the last rider.
True. True.
Don't be shy. I want you to go, Linda.
I know, and I'm just getting ready to get up to go. I
From
am
here, it looks as if you're trying to fight them, to be honest.
No, I'm
But it was very hard to hear you at the beginning.
Was it?
Really
It was,
hard.
yeah,
You were
very,
really
very
quiet,
soft.
really.
I'm not sure that would pick it up.
Yeah.
They may not.
may not because it was
There's
very,
a fan,
very quiet.
especially
They
with
had
the
to
noise
turn
from the fans.
back.
The sun's come down as well, it's another
Really.
That's unusual.
Everyone went, oh.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's nice to be back. But you've been having some rather hot weather, I understand. I understand that it's been getting rather warm for
It's
you.
been nice.
Yes.
For most of us.
Yes.
My right.
Most of you enjoy it. But you know, over there, we have the same sort of temperature all the time. It doesn't really vary. And it's really nice. Very, very nice.
That's why people don't like it here, because it keeps changing.
Ah, I
Doesn't stay warm long enough to get used to it.
Oh, well, yes, that would be a difficulty, wouldn't it? You need a level, you know, where it's going to stay all the time.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, there has been many passings recently. There's been a bit of a disaster, I understand, on your planet. And there's been quite a few passings from there. But we've been watching and we've been helping where we can, you know, where we can. And I must say, it was a joy the other day when there was a little boy found, and he was still alive. But you know, Spirit, we were there with him, keeping him alive. We were there until he got rescued. Yes.
And we know that happens, that sort of thing.
Yes, we were keeping him alive till he got rescued. Yes, but there has been a lot of passings, and they are all what we call in a cocoon. You probably would call it a hospital. I think that's what you would call it.
Yes.
But they have gone into what we call over here a cocoon to help them, because it was such a fast passing and a lot of them didn't know where they were. But they are well and they are being treated. Yes, yes, they are being treated.
And that's the important thing.
Yes. And, oh my goodness. Oh, I must say to each and all of you that all that love, those prayers, and that healing that you send is very needed, very needed. And I must say, I haven't got my friend with me today. She is very busy doing other things. She did want to come, but then the work that she is doing is very important.
That's good.
Very important. So, but I'm not staying long because I've got to go as well and help do the work.
That's good.
So, thank you for letting me join.
So it's nice to know that they keep you busy now, so they don't go to parties all the time.
Well, yes, Jim, we haven't had as many parties over the last few days, I suppose. There's been a lot of work to do. Yes, but I do like partying, you know. You do know I do
We know
like
that, yes.
partying. And oh my goodness, the dancing as well and the music. Oh, that is so good. So good. But I am going to have to leave you now.
Okay.
And I will be back.
I'm sure you will.
I
Thank you
will
for
be
coming.
back. Okay, bless you. Greetings, friends.
Greetings, welcome.
There is much work to be done, much work on your side as there is on our side.
Yes, we understand that.
We understand you are doing, sending the light, the love, and most importantly, the healing. It is much needed, much needed. There is too much greed going on, and too many people wanting power. But they will be dealt with. They will be dealt with. And your planet will know peace again. Not for a while, but it will know peace. I say these words. Please continue doing your good work. Thank you for listening. I bid you goodbye.
Thank you.
That's why she was pushing you forward, because she got somewhere to be. Somewhere else.
I thought end bit
She told
sounded
you how
like
to
a
work.
radio broadcast, didn't it? At the very end. When, yeah. I don't know why, it just sort of, yeah. You know, like wartime when they used to make, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know who it was.
Mm?
I don't know who that was, but a different energy.
Yes, the second one was different.
Yeah, she had somewhere to be, didn't she? Yeah. She was on the clock.
Wimbledon.
She was pushing me to go.
Yeah.
Oh. She didn't stay, did she?
She was rushing you because she had to go to work. I didn't think there was supposed to be time up there.
Oh dear. Now that second one, it's totally different. Totally, and it felt male.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did go through a phase a long time ago of asking them to introduce themselves. We used to go back to that, I think, to find out who they are.
What's that, Erin? It's not, I think mine was a pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've often wondered who it is, do you know what I mean? But I've never
Yeah.
really been given, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the same, I don't know now. Interesting to see
Mm.
who's coming through.
That last one of yours though definitely looked like a squaw.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
definitely
Yeah,
look
definitely. And I think the first was
Yeah.
male.
Yeah,
You could just see in the end, like trying to change the features
So when we sit
slightly.
there, what do we say then? We just like ask whoever's coming through to introduce themselves.
That's mainly for the energy from me from the circle.
Right.
So that when you come through, can you please introduce yourself so I know who you are?
Yeah.
It's not something for you to do because you're just focused
okay.
on letting them
Yeah.
take over anyway, so you
Yeah.
can't really.
Yeah, because your mind will get in the way then.
You get in the mind,
Yeah.
you get in the way of it, and so it's before you actually go into it, you send out thoughts and whoever comes through, can you please
Yeah, introduce yourself.
introduce yourself?
Yeah.
But it's not often they do,
Mm.
and some of mine do, some of Tania's had in the past. But if they've been before, they also assume that we know them, so they
Yeah,
don't
true.
say who they are.
Mhm.
Yeah. You should recognise their energy.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm.
Do you want to go?
Looks, here we are, just going forward.
I'm going.
You
You
getting
getting ready?
Ah.
I think I'll sit back. No. I'll go. Yeah. Eep.
Do you have a hand?
No, thank you.
Very stubborn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. What are you up, Dave?
Hmm?
What are you up to saying?
Time to wait.
You want to know who I am? I'm a sitting bull.
I knew that.
We have been listening, and I know my friends have been here speaking wisely. What I want to say is the future. The future that you hold within you, within your minds, your body, your spirit, your soul. This must be shared now, must be sent forward as pure energy to the world, to give your love to the life of this earth, to give your love to the animal kingdom, the human beings, and all the living things of this earth. Not just the ones that walk, fly, but the wind, the sun, the rain, the seas, and the oceans. We're all part of a living thing on this living planet. But what you have to do is go forward. Take with you the knowledge that is within you, the memories of the past, the memories of the now. Take them into the future for your children and your children's children, so that they may learn from us, from yous, what the world is about. It's forever moving forward. We do not sit still. The earth goes forward across the universe, and we go with it. We come and we go in our lifetimes. Some of us stay on the other side of the spirit world. Some of us come back to help. Some of us come back in a physical form so that we can teach. It is for each one of us in this physical form to help, to acknowledge the good and acknowledge the bad. Because the bad needs the prayers, needs the understanding for those that we find easy to dismiss, laugh at. They are the ones that need the help because they are ignorant of us. They are ignorant of the energy that we can produce and help. And we are ignorant of their problems. We are ignorant of their soul life, of their spirit life, and of their physical beings, because we do not understand them. But we have to pray. We have to go forward and encourage and to give power to the good part of their lives. It is easy for us to sit and judge because we have understanding. We have the power to go forward. We are connected to the spirit world because we have been here many, many times before. And I speak to this circle as part of that many times because we see is in the past and in the present. And you'll be here in the future when mankind is moving on. Mankind is learning, struggling. Mankind is hoping for a better life, for a better world. We have all hoped, we have all died for the belief of pure life, pure love, for the freedom of acknowledging each one of us, of acknowledging the power that we have. We are here to help you, and you know this. I am here with my friends, and I feel that energy from them, and that energy we are giving to you as a unit of humanity that has been in the past and that sees the future. We give you this energy to go forward, not brashly, not shouting, but peacefully, guiding gently. Acknowledge the faults of ourselves, acknowledging the faults of others, and improving on them. We of the Council know this. We are part of that Council. We are part of the United Council of Life, of Love. We are part of the Council of Spirit and of the soul that shines within each one of us. May peace be with you on your journey through this life. May you achieve what you can and keep achieving. Keep improving on your knowledge, your understanding, your forgiveness, your hope, and your love for one another across this world. Do not judge people because they don't need to be judged. They know themselves within their hearts and within their souls what they are. It is for them to discover this with your help and your knowledge and your prayers, because the prayers reach up to the skies and goes around the universe, goes around this planet and protects it. So your prayers are of importance and your knowledge is of importance. I'll leave you in peace, in love, and in the light of the Spirit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend, for your wonderful
We are old. We're very, very old. We talk through the spirits of the spirit world to communicate to you the power, the energy that is around you. We are sending love. We are sending light. We are sending hope. We've taken away the desperation of mankind. We take away the anger. We take away the hatred, the misunderstanding. We take away all the conflicts that causes wars on your planet. We are here working with you at different levels with each one of you. We work quietly. We work with heart and with soul. The destruction of this earth is for mankind to learn the loss of lives, the illnesses, the sorrows, and the understanding of what it is to be human and what it is to help each one of you in giving support to each one of you. We live around you in love and in light. We are old. We have seen suffering on this earth many, many times. And this earth has changed and will change. And we see this. But we are here for you to work with us. And we work with you. I'm going.
Determination.
I don't know who it was, the last one.
The second was first one. I knew it was before he started talking. Because when he started taking the piss before, well, you probably not. I knew exactly who it was.
He was listening to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the energy behind me was more. They were old.
Very, very ancient.
Old.
That's what he said. We
Yeah.
are old.
Sitting wolves there.
Thank you for allowing me to come forward.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome.
As has been asked, we will let you know who we are. This medium knows who I am. My name is Frances, and I am from Italy. We've heard many words today, some that have hit hard in the person's heart. For all of you, do your best for each and every one of your family and your friends and your communities. So to hear words that may be taken as criticism from spirit is quite difficult to hear. I just want to make sure that people realise that we are not criticising you, for you are kind, loving, and walking the path of spirit. I joined very early, and my life was quite blessed. Yes, some would have looked at my life and thought how hard it was. Getting up very early in the morning to say prayers for all of those people that we looked after within our area. We went without just because that is what we felt was necessary to show our devotion to our God, to our Lord. But for you, this is not required of you. You go about your business, you have a life, you have family. But for I, that was not for me. I wish to be strong, I wish to be in solitude. Yes, I was not in an order where we were not allowed to speak. But we still spoke quietly and only when necessary. And sometimes we have to realise that silence is what is required. It allows people to think about what they have just said or done. They do not need our judgment, for they will be judged by our Lord. So sometimes allow that silence to expand within the time, that moment in time. Sometimes even being silent is enough for that person to reconsider what they have just said or what they have just done, without you having to say anything. For their own guides are prompting them at this time. We talk very much amongst ourselves. We talk at a higher level than we do on this earth. So we do not need to use words, we can just use our minds. But when people need it, we will redirect them. We will show them where they have gone wrong and place them back on the path. Sometimes there needs to be a little suffering, but we do not do it intentionally. It is so that they will consider what has happened and what they need to do to put things right. We do not need to tell you these things because you are all trainees. You are training in spirit. And you are very well advanced in your studies, all of you. Many of you have had difficult times in your earlier days. But this is wisdom that is brought to you. Because often when we are here, unless we experience something, we do not take much heed of it really. But you are advancing, and these little interjections do not need to happen quite so often. And you may feel that you are blessed because your life is going about nicely and you are achieving what you set out to achieve without much heartbreak or difficulty. You feel that we are just showing you the way. Things fall into place for you. And that is what we are doing for you. We are helping you along this path. Some people will think, well, why did that happen to me? What did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. I have to let you know that you did nothing wrong. But with these things that happen to us, we will learn a great deal about ourselves, what we can endure. And sometimes life has to be endured, because life isn't always easy. But you will always come out of it stronger, wiser, as a result of that difficulty in your life. And it is only a small part of your life. When you look back on it, it will not seem to be such a big issue as it did at the time. It will be a very small amount of time. But it is all part of your learning on this place, this earth. Because when you come over to Spirit, when it is required of you, and you will all know when this time comes, you will feel it, because we will gather amongst you, and you will know it's time to come home to your families in Spirit. We will welcome you. That you will leave this planet knowing that you have made a difference in your world, in your families, and with your friends. You will be happy to leave because you are being welcomed back into Spirit. But it will be they that will be distraught that your presence is no longer here. We are lucky, you are very lucky, that you know that although the physical presence of that person is no longer here, you know they are here. You feel them. You have chats with them in your mind. You feel that they're standing by your side. In fact, whenever you think about them, they will be with you. Whenever there is something a little more difficult for you to tackle, they are with you anyway, as they would have been in life. They would have been shoulder to shoulder with you. So please always remember, whenever life brings difficulties for you, know that Spirit are always with you, and they will always guide you. But unfortunately, you have to go through these things in order for you to become more advanced. Now, my life was very structured. I knew what I must do at what time. I knew the prayers I must give. I knew what I must achieve in that day. I knew when it was time to retreat and to go without certain things this life offered. You may ask why. What would have life given me? Well, it sustained me with food. Water sustained me. My faith sustained me. And my animals, my beautiful animals, brought such joy to my life. Let each and every one of you who may be blessed to have an animal in their life, love them, because they truly are the angels that we send to you. You may look at your animal and know exactly what they're trying to say to you. That is for a reason. They are communicating with you. They know when you are sad, they know when you are happy. And do you not see a difference in the way that they are with you? When you're sad or you've got things on your mind, do they not come and sit by you and curl up by you and offer their love to you? And that is what sustained me in life. There are more things in your life that you take for granted now that I did not have. But if all those things were taken away, you would still live a good life. In fact, you may be closer to spirit if you did not have these distractions. But you would still be sustained by food, water, faith and love. So I would like to just leave those words with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. Wonderful words as always.
Hello, I am Crazy Horse.
Hello, and welcome.
Thank you very much for allowing me to speak.
We thought you
But
might
as
come.
always, Sitting Bull gets in first.
Yeah.
He has no patience. And they think I was the crazy one. I think not. Well, I was not going to allow him to speak and for me not to have a word. Although I feel there are no words left to be given today. Everybody has spoken so eloquently. Sitting Bull always achieves that. Let's face it, he can't do much else with the size that he is. We are friends now. We weren't always direct friends when we were on this planet. We did have difference of opinions on these things, but whenever it got to some difficulty, we always backed one another. We all stood shoulder to shoulder against what we saw was happening by the white man. But we would just like you to remind you that in earlier times, life was good for us. It was plentiful. It was happy. We were happy within our own communities. We sang, we danced, we worshipped the sun. For we thought, and still do, that that is our spirit father, mother. And I think some of you still believe in those things.
Definitely, yes.
So that is good that we have left this impact with you. But of course our life has fallen away. Although we have left many people in America and now further afield, because people travel. That was what most of us were, travellers. We moved around from different places with the seasons and with the hunting. Very few actually stayed where they were all the time. But as we travelled around, we came into contact with other tribes. We learned about them. Some were more friendly than others. Some would put an arrow in your back just because you wore something different to them, which wasn't very friendly, really. But we had what we needed in this life. We had the buffalo that supported our lives, and we did thank it for its sacrifice. We tried to make sure that it had a good life until it came time to sacrifice it to feed us. But we made sure that we used everything of that animal, and we blessed its spirit and asked it to help our tribe as we went along. It is not so easy for you as it was for us. We knew where we were, we knew where we belonged. But today, people move around. They don't stay with their families. They move hundreds of miles away, even thousands of miles away, and they are cut off from their families and their communities. Some may say that is actually a good thing because we then become more integrated. But for others, it is a loss that they cannot find what they need. For many of you, I know the experience of coming here was like you had come home. And that is a wonderful feeling, because you had indeed been called here for a long time. So we could converse with you and pass on our wisdom and our knowledge. We thank you for all that you do within this church, within this community. We know sometimes it isn't required that you have a lot of strength when you are dealing with things that are quite difficult to deal with. So we thank you for that strength, that determination, and that ability to keep on going when all you wish to do is to run away or to shut the door behind you. So we thank you for that, because it does take a lot of courage and personality. And this is what this world requires. It requires people who are happy to stand up and say, this is not right. There are many situations in this world at this current time where people are finding their voice. They are starting to stand up and say, this is not right. And Spirit are behind you. So I want to say thank you for letting me come and sitting on, gracious as always, for allowing me to come after him.
You're welcome.
So I thank you. I thank you very much.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yeah. No, broke the acorns this week.
Oh, did my chappie come through?
No.
He was lurking. I felt,
I thought he was going to come.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
But Crazy Horse beat him to it.
I'm not surprised.
Francis first,
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
which
He's
was
been
very.
around a lot just like
He's around a lot. Well, he's always there with do animal healing anyway, isn't he? He's always there when I do it.
But he's just been around me a lot at the moment. I don't know why, but it's nice. I like him.
He's a lovely man.
He's
Yeah.
lovely, isn't he?
Yeah, it's very mild. Very mild.
Very mild.
I struggled to keep my eyes open.
Hmm?
I was struggling to keep my eyes open. I don't know whether it's the energy
It's
or...
the energy, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
He does, Francis does bring a very serene energy.
All very peaceful
Very
energy.
peaceful,
Yeah.
just very calm. And,
Yeah.
yeah. He's sort of got like a little, I think for me, when I hear him, he sounds like he's got a voice that would just totally chill you out.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
I
would
just...
sit there and go, yes.
And start snoring, yeah.
Yeah, it's very mild. Very mild.
And Monica's not here. Because after two they've been through, normally Red Cloud will come to take the piss out of them.
That trick.
Who knows what's going to happen? It's been some good stuff. Very heavy today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been.
Very interesting. Not so much talking about the problems in this world, but how to fix them.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know about the problems, we just,
Yeah.
yeah.
We know about the problems, but there's so much negativity, isn't there?
Mm,
Because
yeah.
so much. I think one of them came through earlier, I don't know who it was talking about the media and everything,
Yeah.
brainwashing people.
You know, they never promote, they never sort of seem to sort of put like loads of good feeling, you know, things to make people feel good, do they?
Where's that?
Do you know what I mean? On telling,
Oh,
things
God,
like
No,
that.
it's all about control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember a few years ago when they, I think it was the BBC, it could have been ITV, said that on the news they were always going to end with a lovely story or a
Yeah.
positive
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Didn't blooming last long.
No.
I think it's because
Yeah.
everybody really liked it.
I think it's what's needed, so
It
it's
is,
because
isn't it?
you know what I mean. Some of the stuff, if you, I mean, obviously,
You
in a
always
way,
look
you
at
do
that
need to
story,
be aware of
yeah.
what's going on in the world. But,
You do, but there's a lot of stuff the BBC doesn't report anymore. Because if it doesn't fit their political agenda, they don't report it.
Yeah, but that's, yeah, that's what I mean. It's all like they decide
So I
what.
don't watch it, don't watch TV news,
Which is
don't
why
read
the
the
BBC
papers,
yeah.
stay away from it all.
Which is BBC News spent all the time slagging off political parties that are against Labour.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause-
I think the media has got too much power now.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
whip
Yeah.
up something in a matter of hours,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's horrendous.
Yeah.
Why don't they use that power for
And they
good?
don't censor
bit-
stuff what they should censor.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I mean the BBC's horrendous,
Mm.
and I haven't watched BBC for 40 years
Mm.
because a lot of people won't know this, but during the Falklands War, the BBC got banned.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't know
The
that.
BBC reporters during the Falklands War asked to come into the briefings every day so they knew what was going on to report on
Oh, God.
it, right?
Yeah.
They then went on the World Service and told the Argentinians what we're doing the next day.
Oh, my God.
To me, that's stupid because they,
To me,
they
that's
would
tr-
know.
to me,
Yeah,
that's
it's
treason.
treason,
That's
it
treason,
is.
and everybody
Yeah.
should have been bloody shot.
Yeah.
But why allow that?
Yeah.
Okay,
or
after
even-
the after the
after-
event,
It was allowed.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
And what
not-
basically
not-
happened was BBC then went on complaining because they weren't allowed in briefings anymore.
That's not
They couldn't
surprising.
understand why.
Yeah. Oh my God.
BBC's corrupt as anything.
Is.
BBC's always been corrupt, yeah.
Cabrera, paedophiles and that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, loads of stuff, loads of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yes.
the most positive
Yeah.
afternoon.
Bit of a grumble.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
fit the energy.
See what Dave's speech. Well, he's got.
See who's going to turn up now, yeah, after that, yeah. Oh. Yeah, not very clouds around, whether we'll be allowed in or not, I don't know.
Oh dear me.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
We've had many today talking about the history of man within this world. But you had some come through who talked about being the old ones, the ancient ones. Those old and ancient ones were from a time when man in the past walked this world in peace and in harmony. All of the world in your known history, mankind has been at war, at conflict, with many things going on. In the distant past, tens or hundreds of thousands of years ago, this beautiful world lived in peace. All who walked this world with the journey, living in peace. Those in mankind were living, as your old ones said, living lives of 200 or 300 years. Because they did not have at that time the conflict, the hardships, the terror that goes on in the world now, which shortens lives. Because mankind living in peace in this world can live in peace for hundreds of years. Because when you live like that, living with spirit and for spirit, your body receives any healing it may need. Many of your earthly physical conditions now are caused by your life itself, by the things you eat, by the things you drink, by the conflicts in your world that affect your minds. In the past, when this world lived in peace, all lived with spirit for a long, long time, working together to make this world a happy place. Unfortunately, mankind changed. And you talk about it now, when mankind has become more interested in the material world and wanting physical profit, physical gain, of things that cannot be taken to you with spirit. So what is the point? But it's been said already today of mankind now, having very for short-term minds, for short-term things going on, and not having open minds to understand the spiritual truth. You in this circle and other circles around this world understand the spirit world, understand the links with spirit, understand the number of incarnations that in spiritual development you have in different worlds to take you forward on your spiritual journey, so that you can gain spiritually to higher and higher levels. Since mankind took the pathway of darkness, took away the spiritual links of this world, so those great places of the past, the pyramids and others, which you know were not built by slavery, those that understood them were still around. They are still around to help you on your journey. And they have been back into this world to help mankind try and find its way back to where it should be. We've had those great beings of spirit, who you called the light bringers, who came into this world. Moses, the one you know as the Master Jesus. They were both the same soul, on different incarnations to bring light into this world. Because each time they brought rules that mankind should follow to try and find the way back to a peaceful existence. And there have been many others in different parts of this world, all who brought light into this world to try and bring guidance to mankind. They did not bring the religions. Their followers brought the religions. Those who learnt of me created a religion. My name is Abram, by the way. And all who brought the light into the world had followers who created religions to try and take on those teachings of the higher mind. But many religions, unfortunately, were taken over, who used those religions to control people, to manage people, to not help them on their spiritual development, but to teach them what they had to believe. And this in your recent conversation, when you talk about your modern media, your modern newspapers, that is doing the same. It is trying to teach people what to think, so they are controlling their minds, their bodies and their being. But all that you do, working with spirit, you know some of your guides. Some of those guides were on past lives. You've had those who have walked the earth in peace, working with the earth, working with nature to help this world to live in peace with this world. But you had those who talked about the sun being, for them, God. There are many, many religions of the past, or many countries in the past, who base their religion on creation coming from the sun. And why not? Because that is the truth. The sun creates the heat, creates the energy for the physical life that runs in this world. It does not create the spiritual world, because the spiritual world is created from creation itself, from the one you call God, that great white light, the star, the sun, whatever you want to call it, that brings light to all of you. And that is why all true religions in this world talk about the star or the sun, bringing light and love into this world, because they have been considered the source of creation throughout the history of this world, through many, many parts of the world, many civilizations. During that creation, this world has changed so much. Your continents now are different to what they were. Some of your spiritual teachings talk of ancient continents, where people were very spiritual, and some believe that they were more spiritual than they were physical. The land of Hyperborea, where your country was believed by many to have been part of. Those who lived in that world were not fully physical as you know it now, because they were still spiritual and they were still part of a spiritual family. So their physical body was controlled by more than one soul. And why not? Because we are all united with the spirit world. We work together to bring life to this world, to bring peace to this world, to try and bring the future to this world and help those in the physical bodies on their spiritual journeys to understand why they have chosen to walk this life. Because each of you, as you walk the earth plane, choose the life ahead of you to help your spiritual journey. Most of those here, and many around the world who work with the light, remember what they should be doing. But there are too many, as you know from your modern news, who are brainwashed or diverted or controlled from their true journey by the media or the news or these situations that they're in their lives. So they forget their true purpose at the higher level, and they return to the spirit world having known nothing, or have gone backwards actually on the spiritual development. So what is the point of that? That whole incarnation has been wasted. And that is why each of you, your purpose in this life, to bring light into this world, to bring healing, to work with your wonderful guides in the spirit world. Many of them, they use you as the focus to influence all those around you. You know, as you go through life, you will have conversations with people, and you will find that they are making decisions in life that you find surprising, because they are not what you would have expected in the past. And the reason those decisions and life choices are being made is because those working with you spiritually are using you as a channel to link you with those on the earth plane who need that extra help. So all of the things you do in life, you and I, as you link with spirit, they influence yourself. But those who work with you can use you as an instrument to help them influence others. So you'll be aware of people around you changing their choices in life to things more spiritual, and you did not know it before, but it's through you being used as an instrument to help spirit in their purpose. And that is happening all around this world. So whilst you see all the negativity within the world, all of that light that you send out is allowing your guides and the guides of all those that you can send your power to influence those around them, to make the changes that are needed. You know of the wars in the world at this time, but they have been contained within smaller areas than in the past they would have done. So although there is so much negativity in your world, you need to understand the spiritual work that's done to keep those areas of negativity contained. There are issues within the world where there are non-light followers, and there are religions that have become negative, where their leaders who are not true light bringers, who are still bringing negativity in this world, and we work all together to try and halt their progress, and to try and reverse the negativity within this world. But all that we do, and all that we've done in thousands of years in various pathways on this life, are helping with you. So none of you ever, please, feel negative about your work. The work you do is important, because you, like the Master Jesus, are light bringers in this world, and you may not be having the impact that he did, that you are aware of, but I'm sure if you look at it, there are a lot more than you think. You think back to the life of the Master Jesus, he had 12 apostles who spread his word around. So he only influenced the lives of 12 people. And it's those 12 people who took his teachings to the rest of the world. So each of you in your own work, you only may have half a dozen or less of followers or listen to your words. But all that you teach is also passed on to others. And you think those 12 people that follow the Master Jesus have passed his words into tens of millions of lives now. So you also, the words that you teach in this world are changing lives, and they will change lives, not just this generation you are teaching, but those going on into the future. So each of you, like the teachers of the past that brought the word of the Spirit to this world, you are doing the same as them. There is no difference, even though you may see it as a different time in history. But it is time now to leave you with your thoughts and with your work, and thank all of you, but remind you that for each of you that walks the earth plane, there are many in the spirit world working with you. Your team is not just physical, it is spiritual. There is great pleasure in what you do, and there is great pride in what you do. So walk through this life with pride. You have a team behind you who walk with you with pride. They are proud of your work, as you are proud of theirs. Thank you all for listening. Bless you.
Big gazed.
Yeah.
That rounded it off nice.
Yeah, it did.
Mm.
Yeah. I thought I see a blade just here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I
Who
did, yeah.
was it, did you say? I
Yeah,
didn't
what did
catch it.
catch?
Who
Hmm?
was it?
Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham. I didn't quite catch it.
No, I didn't. know.
Abram.
Abram.
But everybody else called him Abraham.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
That's why he talks about Jesus and the hand, because they Jesus and Moses, because they followed him. Oh. What?
It did, it really
Well,
like
I think that
summarised
cartoon
everything,
character.
didn't it? Yeah.
Trying to come back to life, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And it's strong though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's like
I was really struggling.
Yeah, so was
The energy is really strong.
It was last time as well, to be honest.